Málaga Radio.
Freshly squeezed.
The juice on all the daily events along the coast.
With just a little bit of zest.
Hola, and welcome to something a little bit different this week. This is a special edition of the Málaga Radio Weekly Diary, and we've been really looking forward to this one.
Yes, because every now and then, something comes up that deserves a little more time, something you don't just hear about. You need to understand before you go.
He's here, and this is one of those moments. The Feria Internacional de los Países is back in Fuengirola, and if you've ever been, you'll know. It's not something you can explain in just a few minutes.
No, you can try, but it doesn't quite work like that.
No, it doesn't. So we thought, instead of just telling you about it, we take a little more time and show you how it really feels.
And also, we had a bit of fun with this last year.
We did. We tried something a little different, and it stayed with us.
Yes, somehow it worked, even if I was not completely convinced at the beginning.
You loved it.
Eventually.
So this year, we wanted to do it again, but better. And just in time for the Feria's 30th anniversary.
Because this is one of those events, people don't just stumble into it. They plan around it.
And when it arrives, you feel it. The energy, the colors, the music. It's like the whole world just gathers in one place for a few days.
So the question is, how do you actually take it all in?
Maybe the same way we tried last year. You know, I've been thinking about this all morning. Last year, we tried something a little different for the Feria. We said, what if we could just lift ourselves up, just for a moment, and see it all from above?
I remember this. This was your "we're flying now" idea, no?
It was not just my idea. You were there too.
I was skeptical. I think that's the word.
You loved it.
Eventually.
But the thing is, it stayed with me. Because this Feria, it's not something you understand from the ground straight away. It's too big, too full of life, too many stories happening all at once.
That part is true. You walk in thinking it's just a few stands, some food, and then suddenly you realize this is an entire world built inside Fuengirola.
Exactly. And this year feels even bigger. 30 years, more than 30 countries, people coming from everywhere. It's like the whole world just gathers in one place for a few days.
And nearly 1 million visitors passing through it. So yes, seeing it properly from the ground, it's not so simple.
So I was thinking maybe we try it again, but this time we do it properly.
So we are flying again.
Just for a moment, come with us, let's lift up, just enough to see how it all fits
all
together.
Right. But slowly, eh? Let's not lose anyone on the way up.
Just a little higher. There, look, you can already see it starting to open up. The lights, the colors. It's like the whole space is waking up underneath us.
Yes, and now it makes sense. You see the shape of it straight away. It's not random, it's organized. That long stretch in the middle,
boulevard.
That's your main route in.
It almost pulls you in, doesn't it? Everything leading toward it. People arriving, stopping, looking around like they don't quite know where to go first.
Because from here, you can see why. On both sides, those are the casetas, each one a different country. Each one with its own entrance, its own music, its own energy.
And they're all so different. Look at that. There's one with those tall, almost golden details. And just next to it, something completely tropical. It's like you're moving across continents without even realizing.
And notice how close everything is. You don't need a plan here. You just follow what pulls you. That's why people stay longer than they expect.
You think you're coming for one drink, and then suddenly you're somewhere else, hearing different music, trying something new, and you've lost track of time completely.
And from above, you see the rhythm of it. People moving, stopping, turning back. You know, it's not a straight walk. It's exploration.
Wait, look just ahead. That building right in the center.
That's the anchor point, the Palacio de la Paz. Everything builds around it. It's how you keep your bearings once you're inside.
So even if you feel a little lost, you're not really lost?
No, just distracted.
In the best way. Oh, and there, just to the left, you see that one? That energy, the music.
I was waiting for this. You've already chosen your first stop.
No, but listen, you can feel it from here. That rhythm, it's warm, it's familiar. It's the kind of place where people don't just sit, they stay.
Yes, and on the other side, completely different. Look, calmer, more structured. People standing, talking, holding their drinks like they are not planning to dance at all.
That's your side.
Naturally.
But this is what I love. You don't have to choose just one. You move a few steps and everything changes. The music, the food, the feeling.
And that's why this works so well. It's not separated, it's layered. You drift from one atmosphere to another without even noticing the transition.
And suddenly you're somewhere that reminds you of home, or somewhere you've never been before.
And usually, both within 5 minutes.
Oh, Wait, now you can really feel it. That smell, do you notice it?
Yes, that's unmistakable. That's coming from the grills. Look there, the larger casetas toward the edge.
Argentina. It has to be. You can almost see the smoke rising. The meat on those huge grills. It's not just food, it's an invitation.
And people gather around it differently. They don't rush, they stand, they talk, they wait. It becomes part of the experience.
And then just a few steps. Listen, that rhythm.
Brazil.
Yes, and you don't just watch there, you join. Look at that. People trying to follow the steps, laughing, not caring if they get it wrong.
That's the difference. Some places you observe, others you are immediately part of it.
And then completely different again. Look just across.
Yes, that one is already
Ireland?
full. Of course. It's always Ireland. Music, voices, people pressed shoulder to shoulder, and somehow everyone still finds space for one more.
There's always room for one more.
Or at least they believe there is.
Oh, and look, just behind that, everything slows down again.
Yes, smaller, more precise. That's where you start to notice the details, presentation, quiet conversation, a completely different rhythm.
I love that. You can go from something loud and full of energy, and then suddenly you're somewhere softer, more intimate. Like the feria just breathes with you.
And that's why you don't plan it. You follow what you hear, what you smell, what catches your attention,
And sometimes, what reminds you of home.
here we go.
There's something about it. The music, the colors. It pulls
Yes.
you in differently.
I can see that. You are staying there longer.
Maybe, but that's the beauty of this place. Everyone finds their own corner, their own moment.
You see, from up here, there's something else you notice. The rhythm changes depending on the time of day.
Yes, it's different in the sun. More open, people arriving, sunglasses, something cold in their hand. You're walking, stopping for food, drifting without thinking too much about it.
That's the daytime feria. It's open, easier to move. Families, groups, people taking their time. You can actually choose where to go.
And you notice more. The details, the decorations, the little things happening inside each space. It's when you really explore.
Exactly. If you want to understand it, this is the moment.
Pero then, wait. Imagine this again, just a few hours later.
Yes.
The lights come on. Everything tightens. The music gets louder. The air changes.
And the movement shifts. People stop drifting. They start gathering. The busiest casetas, they fill quickly.
You feel it pulling you in, like you don't really decide anymore. You just follow the energy.
And that's where it becomes more intense. Less space, more noise, more people, more atmosphere.
Dancing.
Of course.
And it's beautiful in a different way. Not calm, not slow, but alive, completely alive.
So it depends what you want. Daytime, you explore. Nighttime, you commit.
Yes, you don't just pass through at night. You stay, you choose your place, and suddenly, that's your night.
And usually longer than you planned. There is one thing I would say, watching it from here, trying to do everything in one go. It's not the way.
No, you can't. It looks close, but once you're inside, there's too many places pulling you in different directions.
Exactly. You think, I'll try 5, 6, 10, but in reality, 3 or 4, that's already a full experience.
And you don't rush them. You stop. You eat something. You listen. Maybe you stay a little longer than you planned.
That's the rhythm. You choose a direction and you let it unfold.
And share things. That's important. You don't need a full plate everywhere. Just a taste. Something small. And then you move again.
Yes, otherwise you stop very quickly.
Too quickly.
And the other thing, timing. If you come early, you see more, you move more easily. If you come later, you choose your place and you stay with
So
it.
it's almost like two different plans. One where you explore and one where you arrive already knowing where you want to be.
Exactly. And both work, but you don't mix them.
I like that because then you don't feel like you missed anything. You just had your version of it.
And that's the point. There isn't one way to do this feria. There's just a way that fits you. And when you look at it like this, you realize how big it really is. Nearly 1 million people coming through here over a few days. For a town like Fuengirola, that's significant.
It really is.
Yes, and it didn't start like this.
It's one of those moments where the whole coast just comes together.
Before, it was more local, communities, associations, people representing where they came from.
Like Málaga Feria, you feel that same energy, that same importance.
Exactly.
And only later, it became what it is now. More structured, more international, countries, not just communities. Like little pieces of home, and you can feel that. It still has that heart, that feeling of people sharing something personal,
Not losing what it was, just expanding it.
but it's grown into something much bigger.
30 years, and it keeps evolving.
And look there, just at the edge. You can see it from here.
Ah, yes, the rides.
So if you're coming with family, it's not just food and music.
Right at the entrance, the fairground area, and it works well like that.
You've got that side of it too. The lights, the movement, the fun.
You have the energy at the entrance,
It draws you in.
and then the cultures unfold as you move further in.
Step by step. Let's come back down a little, slowly.
Yes, back to ground level and where it feels very different,
But now you understand it. Not just where to go, but how it feels.
and how to approach it. Whether you take your time during the day or arrive later and stay in one place, it's your experience.
And that's the beauty of it. You don't need to see everything. You just need to find your moment.
And once you do, you'll stay longer than you expected.
Always.
So if you are in Fuengirola this week or anywhere along the coast, this is one of those events you don't really want to miss.
30 years, so many cultures, so many stories, all in one place for just a few days
And then it disappears again.
until next year. But it's never quite the same twice.
No, and that's exactly why you go.
So go and find your version of it. Take your time, follow the music, and see where it takes you.
And we'll be here all week, bringing you moments from across the Feria.
And everything else happening along the Costa del Sol.
You're listening to Málaga Radio.
Stay with us.
Before you head there, just a couple of things that will make it easier. Because once you arrive, it moves quickly.
Yes, and you want to enjoy it, not spend time figuring things out.
First, getting there. The easiest way is the train. The Cercanías line runs straight into Fuengirola. And from the station, you're about 10 minutes on foot to the fairground.
And it's a nice walk. You can already feel the atmosphere building as you get closer.
If you're thinking about driving, just be aware, parking near the Feria is very limited. It's possible, but not simple.
So if you can, keep it easy, train, or even a taxi.
Now, timing. What we said earlier really matters. If you want to explore, try different places, move around, go earlier in the day.
Sunglasses, something cold in your hand, taking your time, stopping where it feels right.
And if you're going in the evening, arrive with a bit more intention. Pick your first stop because the busiest casetas fill quickly.
And once you're there, you stay, you dance, you eat, you just enjoy that moment.
Exactly. Two very different experiences, both good, just different.
And during the day, don't forget the sun. It can be warm. So water, a hat, take it easy.
And one small thing that helps more than people expect, bring a little cash. Most places are fine with cards, but it keeps things quicker, especially when it's busy.
Less waiting, more enjoying.
And finally, just be aware of the crowds. It's a big event, a lot of people. So take your time, stay aware, and enjoy it without rushing.
That's it. Nothing complicated, just small things that make a big difference.
Exactly. Once you're there, it takes care of the rest.
Just follow the music.
So if you're anywhere near Fuengirola this week, or even thinking about it, this is one of those events where the answer is very simple.
Yes.
Go.
Don't overthink it. Just go. Take your time, follow the music.
And see where it takes you.
And if you want to keep up with what's happening while it's on, we'll be covering it across the week on Freshly Squeezed. Little moments, updates, things you might otherwise miss.
And in the weekly diary as well. So if you're planning your days or your weekend, you'll find everything there.
Because it's not just a feria. That whole weekend, there's a lot happening across the coast.
Yes. Malamostrum kicking off the 2026 series. More events, more music. It's one of those weekends where everything just comes alive.
And we'll be in the studio through it, talking about it as it happens, not just this, but everything else you can get involved in.
So wherever you are, stay with us, come and be part of it.
And if you do make it to the feria,
Tell us where you ended up.
because it's never where you expect.
Never.
You're listening to Málaga Radio.
See you out there.
Málaga Radio. Málaga Radio.